What is it?
Did you get to play that?
Or what is it?
Did you get to play that?
Elden Ring?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw a couple things, and I'm curious if anyone there wants to hear about it. Yeah, I've seen it.
You saw the Erd Tree?
Yeah, and okay. First of all, let's talk about how it starts. The guy, who's the knight?
Uh-huh.
Which night?
The guy,
this
main
is
guy.
The main guy.
Elden Ring?
Yeah.
The guy?
now
You talking
what
about Godfrey?
was so here's this. Let me tell you about this. What's it called? Summer Game Fest. What was the thing we actually went to?
Play
Days of
Days.
Play.
Days
or
of
whatever
Play,
it's called.
yeah. Jeff Keighley, first off, gets me. This guy gets me. You walk up, you get your first off. It's everything was taken care of. It was so nice. Like parking, we got to handle.
Yes.
Don't worry about it. It's like
Yeah.
okay, thank you. And then hey, come here. Here's a swag bag. I got goodies. Jeff,
Yep.
are you fucking kidding me,
Yep.
bro? You know I love.
Oh, I should have brought it in.
Are there
forgot.
sunglasses in my goodies and
Oh.
socks for Rocco?
Oh, I
What?
do have those on. Can you get a close up?
What?
Netflix
Oh,
games.
sorry,
No.
Meg.
Can you see Netflix games on there?
Netflix?
Kevin's
Oh, here's
Kevin's
a
coming in.
Gaming?
Kevin, we got it. I think we're good.
Wow!
He slid in like
Netflix
home
games,
plate.
dude.
He's safe.
Dude, Kevin just seriously ran his ass in here.
Netflix games, socks. Thank you, Kevin. I know you're busy.
I got a headphones holder. There was a Discord figure.
Yeah, what was the
Whoa.
Discord figure?
It was. I have it in my office.
Really?
I should bring
Is
it
it
in.
like the mascot?
Yeah, I'm gonna get
I
it. It's
don't know.
huge. One
I gotta
second.
open my
Yeah, get
stuff
it and we'll find out. There were. What's that?
Yeah, okay.
Nitro.
I don't pay for Nitro, so I'm a free Discord user.
No, Jeff did not have Sean's Twitter hoodie. That's never happened.
It was
Damn.
funny though. We were kind of talking about it while we were there. It's like Jeff walked by at one point and like said, "Hey, what's up to Sean?"
Yeah.
And it was like, "Oh, that's really cool." Like, and Sean kind of put it this way, where it was like, "Yeah, Jeff interviewed me in my fucking childhood bedroom.
Yeah, that's so
He
weird.
We have a
sat,
long
on
history
my
with
bed
Jeff.
next to me,
Yeah,
and
it's-
interviewed me on
that's
Spike
weird.
TV.
It's
Yeah.
weird.
We've known him that long.
Yeah, it's really. Anyways, look at this fucking. First off, going to the beach all summer with my beach tote. Thank you, Jeff Keighley. But then, look at this fucking. It's
Yeah. So who is?
Oh
this
my
guy? This is
God. I
the
don't know.
Nitro.
He's
The
the- Yeah, the
Discord
little
Nitro
mascot.
yeah, he's on a moped or
It
something.
looks like Crazy Frog. Kind of.
Does he have?
know.
Does he
His
have?
wiener's
I
out?
was gonna say he has a little wiener in there.
Ding, ding.
It's huge. Anyways,
We finally got Discord collectibles.
Yeah.
We got it.
but then okay, so you already won me over on the day. It was already worth the drive for the goodies. We all know I'm a sucker for it. But then like, oh wait, and here is your free food cards.
Yeah.
Anything you want from the food trucks, it's on us. Don't worry about it. 4
Dude.
meals. Now I get free fucking food.
Not even just one big meal. You could go to all of them and get stuff.
All of them, and it's
Like
not
we-
just like, oh, here's a little dumb sandwich. It's like, no,
Yeah,
you want
no
poke
dumb
bowl?
sandwiches
No
here.
dumb-
You want a
sandwich.
chicken pita with amazing hummus and pita chips? What do you want? What do
Oh,
you
also, yeah, it was like healthy options.
Oh.
Thank God.
No
and
shit.
then, for me, the capper was there is a Sega dessert truck. No need for a coupon here. Just take whatever you
Yeah,
want.
we're just promoting Sega
and they
stuff.
had the Sonic pops you get from the ice cream man there.
The gumball.
with the messed up gumball
Yeah,
eyes.
yeah.
I also liked for Super
was
Monkey
good.
Ball they had frozen bananas.
Frozen
I'd never had a
bananas.
frozen banana
Aw,
Me
before.
neither, and
That
I
was
had a
cool.
few. I will be
Oh.
honest. I'm a frozen banana fan all of a sudden.
You know, there was a lot of great healthy options. I had a poke bowl at one point that was really good. I mean, they did a really good job, but the building in which all the games were being demoed literally had a pizza window. You could go up and they
Yeah.
would hand you a full size pizza.
with a custom box.
Yeah, with a custom Summer Game Fest box, which I got to keep for the collection. I think
I
Weren't we
thought about
talking
it.
about that.
I was like, this is such a nice presentation. Like,
was.
I know someone out there is like, I'm keeping this.
It was, yeah. It was like I would feel bad throwing it away.
It's all
but
greasy.
yeah,
but
but
it's
we
grease.
still had a bunch of the food tickets on the way out. So Kevin and I drove back with Kevin. We stockpiled. We were just like, all right, spend them. We're leaving, so hook us up. We had a car full. We were two boys driving down the freeway with a car full of pizzas and didn't pay for one.
They're asking if they were
Yeah.
chocolate covered frozen bananas. Yeah, and
Yeah.
there were sprinkles.
Oh, there were
Ooh.
sprinkles.
There were sprinkles.
In a Super Monkey Ball cup.
Oh.
And then they had a like a dragon food item. What was it? Do you remember?
No, I didn't
Pop
see that.
Tarts. No, that they didn't have
Pop-Tarts.
that. I made that up. I was trying to think what would that be. It would have to be like ramen or something.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But anyway.
A raw mune.
Yeah, so I really was like, man, everything I could have wanted was here, and it was the last day that we were there, so it wasn't very crowded because
Yeah, I
everyone had
think-
already done it.
I think most people would have come for multiple days. That's why there were 4 food tickets,
Yeah,
like you
yeah.
said. But
yeah, I think that was the plan. Is
yeah.
most people came multiple
Every
days.
day you got lunch, but we went over for one day, so we got lots
You
of
had a
lunches.
feast.
Hundreds of lunches.
it was so nice being back at an industry-only event because, like, the last couple years we went to E3, it's like, oh, it's open to the public now.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's like, okay, I'm getting knocked over by cosplayer wings. You know,
Yeah,
no
yeah,
one's
yeah.
cosplaying at this thing. Everyone's professional, and it was very well attended but manageable. It was not
Totally.
overcrowded.
They handled it perfectly. We saw the guys in, I don't know if you guys said hi to them, but I talked to the guys at the Warp Zone. Saw those guys.
I didn't see them.
Hadn't seen them in a while.
I
They were
recognized
there.
a few heads around the room, but
Yeah.
I didn't introduce myself or
saw,
talk to any of them.
saw some friends at Yacht Club, saw all kinds of stuff. But I want to report I've gone on record and said the worst interactions. We talk about like interactions we've had with people. What are the worst? Mine are always bathroom related. Like, don't talk to me in here.
Yeah.
All rules are meant to be broken. I had
a
my,
good one.
a
Ooh.
good bathroom interact. Well, let me
Uh-oh.
explain
Oh
it.
my
Hold on.
goodness.
No, but where I was in the bathroom at Summer Game Fest, and this
no.
gen-
Sorry. Before
Yes.
I need to know where you were in the said bathroom.
oh
Where are you?
wash. I'm at the sink.
I feel like the sink
That's
is
different.
That's a different place.
It wasn't.
Yeah.
I didn't see a face under the stall.
Yeah. When
I
if
didn't
you're
see
at the
that.
sink, the deed has been done.
Sure,
I feel
Your
like
pants
you're
are
okay.
on?
but I feel someone standing behind me, and then I hear, "Mega, Mega," and it was Shuhei Yoshida, the head of PlayStation.
Whoa!
That's
And
crazy.
I was like, "Oh, hi, good to see you." But I was still vulnerable because
Well, you were washing
what
your
I
hands.
just did in the bathroom. So I was there, and yeah, I just kept hearing that. And it was like, I had a second of, oh no, but it was so nice.
He turned around and it was great.
So nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that was such a great. It ended up being my favorite interaction of the day. So who
That's
knew?
Oh my
It could
God.
still happen.
Yeah.
Buzz McFly in the chat says, "Nah, should have told him to go away." Okay.
I didn't know he even knew who we were. That was nice too, like being there and just like everyone saying hello. And I got a lot of that. Even like when I saw Jeff Keighley, he was like, I didn't know we had Mega 64 in the house, and just kept walking. But it was like,
Yeah.
oh, he acknowledged us.
That's so
It was a very
nice.
feel good
Jeff.
day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was nice. It was anyway. So I thought it was great.
And it was cool getting to see firsthand a lot of the a lot of the stuff you had to sign up for certain slots to
Yeah,
play.
yeah. We could have gotten
We-
more involved
yeah.
in that if we wanted to.
Oh, definitely.
But
We had some
just-
slots and some meetings and stuff that we were there to take, so we did
Mhm.
those as a priority. But also being the last day, like you could kind of walk up and play stuff that was empty, because
Yeah.
there were a few stations that's like, hey, no one's here right now. Can I get on that? And they would
Yeah.
let you. But it was really cool getting to see, all these games showcased on Friday, and then on Monday we can go like play half of them.
Yeah, yeah.
It was cool, and
That
even
was
if
really cool.
even if I didn't play them, a couple of the ones I was interested, I just sat behind a guy playing and watched.
That's true because there's some most
That
of it
was
you
a
had to
lot.
make an appointment
True.
to play because it is very professional. But yeah, you just watch if you didn't have the appointment. It was,
Yeah,
it
which
was-
is I enjoy doing half the time anyway because it's like, oh, I don't know the controls. Of
yeah,
this thing.
Yeah.
there always is that pressure, and I feel that way anytime I play a video game where it's like, all right, go ahead. It's like, you don't want me to do this.
Yeah, yeah.
When you have like backseat
Even
gamers
like if
behind
you put the
too.
yeah,
For the
you-
developers,
Yeah.
and they're looking
Yeah.
at you like,
Shit.
yeah.
and this this works like any other MMO. So it's like, okay, you've already lost me, and I'm sorry.
Oh, I was
Don't say
there.
that.
I was there for the RTX thing. Well, listen, it's just your standard MOBA like Dota.
Do you ever
Yeah.
do you play that? That's why I said the
And
famous.
that was the famous.
I
I
dabble.
dabble.
I dabble.
I dabble. That was the most bullshit I've ever seen in
Fucking
any
lie.
moment
Oh,
doing Mega
no.
64.
Just a lie.
yeah, I dabble. I'm about to be on stage playing in front of
dabble.
thousands of people. I dabble.
Oh,
Well, it's just your
God.
standard MOBA like Dota.
Okay.
Yeah, got it. And it's so funny because I'm sure there's people watching this going, "What's the big deal?" He explained it. Yeah,
Yeah, still
don't-
doesn't mean anything to me.
not to me.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah. So yeah, it was a lot of fun. And felt very welcome there. Very, very pleasant day.
Yeah,
totally.
I'm sorry you weren't there, Meg. We brought a pizza back for you.
Thank
I ate it
God.
on the way back,
No.
but it was the thought.
I'm
you
gonna
know.
save the box.
Oh yeah. Probably still have that. No, I got gas and threw the box out.
No,
Out the
no.
window.
Yeah, the one woman didn't get an invite.
Oh.
Aw, wah,
You were
wah.
down here when
That is, I will say, I did feel so bad. I'm like, oh,
Oh.
Meg, but we signed up for this before we knew Meg was even going to be living
Yeah.
in San Diego.
No, I
so
don't
it was
care.
a long time ago. So all of a sudden it's like, well, we're all going. Meg, sorry, I'm so sorry.
I want to say too, the next 10 things you see at Mega 64, if Meg isn't in it, it's because we set it up before we knew she was coming back. It isn't a reflection on her.
I'm kidding. I could not care less.
Well,
I'm glad
we-
that you guys had fun.
I brought up
though.
the I don't know. I brought up the pizza thing. It got
We
tense,
did.
So I just wanted-
We did say, okay, is it too late to get someone else
No,
in?
no,
And then
you
they're like,
guys did
"It is."
try,
We did try. We did
so-
try. Yeah.
I appreciate the effort, and I'll be at the next
And
one.
next time,
so-
next
Yeah.
time, let's go back to Texas, and then you're not going.
Hell no.
No,
Okay,
no
okay,
more
fair enough.
Texas.
Fair enough.
I want to talk more game stuff.
Yeah.
The Xbox thing happened, and I wanted to bring that up.
Yeah, let me know because I knew nothing. Go
That's
ahead.
where they showed Metal Gear Delta.
Yeah. But I want to pause for a moment to just plug a couple of things.
Okay.
Again, as always, Mega 64 is supported by viewers like you, and you can get amazing treasures at shop.mega64.com. Pick up all the good stuff. As we mentioned earlier, we did our Mega 64 day stream last week, and we had a whole merch drop to go with that. Now, the plan was to take that down. It should be down by now, but I'll just tell you now it's not.
No.
It has, you know what? I just couldn't bring myself to do it. I couldn't do it. No, but it will be down. It will keep it up another day or two for the viewers here to pick up some stuff maybe you missed. Some stuff in there is has been subject of a lot of discussion. And I can't guarantee all of it will ever come back. So, yeah,
Get it now.
I would pick up I would pick up. There's a certain shirt that you haven't got. I would probably do that now. And then for those who missed it, again, the new Bad Boys came out and does feature a realistic depiction of a panic attack.
Thank God.
And you could get the hat that
That matches
celebrates it.
We'll call it the Bad Boys hat.
We should have called it. We
Ooh.
should have called it the Bad Boys hat. But yeah, we've got a pin celebrating the 20th anniversary of our Tetris video. We've got new tie-dye. We've got all kinds of stuff that maybe you might have missed out on last week. So go to shop.mega64.com and pick that stuff up.
Please.
I want to talk more about that one shirt,
Okay.
but I don't know if now is the time to do it. Maybe towards the end.
Towards the
Or-
end.
We'll
Okay.
bring it up again.
Okay.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Let's
talk about Bad Boys.
Too long of a
Oh,
detour in the middle. But in patreon.com/mega64, as always, like we said, we're gonna have a whole thing we shot at Summer Game Fest, playing the new Fatal Fury and stuff like that. We got like a whole bunch of stuff that's gonna be coming to Patreon. We are also doubling up on our movie club because we missed one last week.
Right.
But we're gonna be doubling up on that this week, doing both Zardoz classic and The Fifth Element.
Yes. 2 movies I had never seen
Ooh.
before.
Yeah.
So
Two movies that are sci-fi where someone's just kind of wearing strips of shit.
Yeah, that's
Right?
what I was
That's
gonna
that
say.
does seem
yeah.
accurate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
very-
And everyone's eating good, no matter what you're into.
Yeah, right?
Something for everyone.
You know?
There's hairy thighs and there's smooth thighs. You know?
But who has what? I'm afraid to ask.
Exactly.
Oh my goodness.
Anyway,
I cannot wait
yeah.
to talk about Zardoz.
I am curious about what you thought too.
I have some fucking things to say about that movie. That was wild.
We're gonna buy you that costume for Halloween.
I already have it.
But I wanted to talk about the Xbox thing that was on Sunday. Yeah, I felt
Yeah.
bad because I had so many people tweeting out like, "Oh, you're not streaming this." These Microsoft ones are always like Sunday morning, and we're just like not assembled. Even on a Sunday night, there might be a podcast. We're all together, or weekday we're kind of already here in the morning. But Sunday morning, like no, it's like Anyone want to do this?
I'm at church.
Hello?
yeah, we did discuss
The Christians are at church.
I
this. Sean's busy.
I'm busy praying. Okay, sorry.
tithing.
You can't even joke
But-
that much.
But yeah. So I watched what I could have. I didn't see necessarily the whole presentation, but I think I saw all the trailers.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, so far of all the presentations, that actually probably was the best one.
Oh,
Okay.
Believe it or not, just because we got kind of big updates on some of these bigger games that were coming out. But you know, I still there's still a little bit of that Xbox sorrow in there where it's like, damn, we're doing Gears of War again. And they're playing Mad World on the piano again.
No, not
Yeah.
You know,
again.
there's always a little bit of that residue of like, damn, man, they're just not evolving.
did that?
They're not moving on. Yeah.
Oh, we made reference to that
yeah.
before it happened.
Yeah.
I made a joke about the fucking my favorite thing on Friday was the
yeah.
Mad World music.
They
And then
did-
they did it on Sunday?
They
was
did
that,
it.
Was that song?
It was. They didn't sing it vocally.
Oh, but it's
but it
instrumental.
was piano.
Oh my god.
And what's funny is
Oh my
Gears of
God.
War was a trilogy. Gears of War 1, 2, and 3 came out.
Yeah.
And then it ended that. And then, we're going to do Gears 4.
Yeah.
It's going to start a new trilogy. And then Gears 5 went way down the lore hole where it was like, whoa, the girl in this game is like really tied to the Locust history and what's going on with that? Ended on a cliffhanger. Yeah, they're not continuing that cliffhanger.
What?
This new one is a prequel to when Emergence Day happened, which
Oh.
I thought we did that. I swear we already have a game that was that.
Like
Where-
a level of Gears 2 is that or something. It's
Or
a
like
flashback?
wasn't Gears Judgment? There was a spin-off game, Gears Judgment,
Oh.
that I thought was that, but maybe I'm crazy. I may be wrong.
We need to get Cliff Blazinski on this show.
But
Clear things
Ryan
up.
says that's judgment.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
he-
Judgment was that, but I just feel like what the whole Judgment is E-Day. Yeah, so it's like didn't we already go back to that? But maybe it wasn't with Marcus Phoenix in that one, so maybe this one will be. Either way, that kind of rubbed me the wrong. That I don't know. I actually really like the Gears of War games, but I'm just kind of like, man, we're just kind of stuck swirling the drain a little bit on that one. However, they showed a lot of other cool stuff. We finally got a big look at Metal Gear Solid Delta.
Yeah.
And that was, I thought, we were talking earlier, Johnny brought up, and I agree, the voices being, they are the old recordings.
Which we kind of knew.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah,
gonna
they
be,
said that
yeah.
from the beginning.
But here you're getting to hear a lot of dialogue now with the new graphics for the first time in that trailer. What do you think about that?
I agree with, I said that from the beginning too, that there's no way to not make that weird because it's going to be 20-something-year-old recordings in a new graphical engine. But I think my personal feeling on it is I would rather have that weird layer to it for Metal Gear than them try to re-record it and do a new, I actually think it fits Metal Gear. If that makes
Yeah,
sense.
I especially just loving that game. I see no issue at all, and I'm appreciative of them using all the old audio assets
Mhm.
with a graphical overhaul. I can't imagine them doing a good job of re-recording.
Yeah.
and it's
Yeah,
like
that's
David
what
Hayter's not going to sound like a younger, Naked Snake anymore. It would be a whole undertaking. And I think the production quality is the best video games have ever been in, even PS2 Metal Gear games.
Yeah. There's definitely, I think, a little bit of dissonance between it visually. I mean, that's what you were saying, right, Johnny? Like,
I feel like you could see the difference between like. Died.
Oh no.
Check. You can see the difference between having a vision and like copying someone's homework. Like I feel like the original Metal Gear Metal Gear 3 has such vision and artistic stuff to it, and this one just like it weirdly feels soulless to me. But I'm gonna play it regardless.
Oh, okay.
yeah, I feel like there's just a little bit of dissonance between the most modern production visually versus the recordings of a 2004 game. But again, that being said, it's Metal Gear. There's always a quirky level to Metal Gear. I think they're good to do it. I think they're totally, if like, maybe that wouldn't work in like Last of Us or something. I don't know. But
Well, they've done it.
yeah. But I'm just saying,
With
like,
The Last of Us.
20 something years down the
yeah,
line.
yeah.
I don't know. But I think it was cool to me. The fact that it's basically, I feel like with this trailer, they just confirmed we're just updating the graphics. You could even play it the old way if you want to.
Oh,
I was
wow.
like, oh, okay. Yeah,
Wait,
sounds
what?
great. Didn't they
You could
show?
switch to graphic modes?
I think so. No. Oh, no, not graphic modes.
Like
it was
like
it was
the
like
Halo?
camera. It was like,
Oh.
no. They're not doing that. But it was like,
Okay.
but it was like
okay.
camera or something, right? You could play it like with the original camera or something like that. Yeah.
Oh, okay, interesting. Yeah, I think that was the main takeaway from that is like I have the answer now. It's not going to deviate from the original game. It's going to be a 1-to-1 as close as it can be remake. Which is like the opposite of what Capcom is doing with the Resident Evil franchise. And I don't know, I don't really feel one way or another because it's like, well, part of me is like, well, Metal Gear 3 on PS2 still exists and I can play the 5 different versions of that I have still. And this new one's coming out and it's like, maybe it would have been kind of cool if it was like Capcom's remakes and it's like, hey, there's some subtly different things in it.
Yeah.
But it doesn't seem like we're getting that and it's going to be like 1-for-1.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, I guess they could, but we don't know. Yeah, but as of right now, it definitely seems. Yeah, when they promote those Resident Evil remakes, it's almost like that's part of it. It's almost like, hey,
See what's different.
It's a new game, kind of out of your old favorite, whatever. But this definitely it doesn't seem to be touted that way.
Which is like I don't really feel one way or the other. It's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I guess it's like I want both.
Yeah.
But I can't. So
Yeah.
which one would I rather have? The new thing or more of the old thing? Maybe I would have the new thing, the Capcom style remake.
Yeah.
But then again, like, also I feel like they didn't show the you said this earlier, Rocco. It's Metal Gear, so it's weird.
Yeah.
Like what better game to have a weird layer of this audio being kind of older?
Yeah.
Because the
To
stuff
me,
that
that's
they,
like part of the series.
Sure.
Is it's quirky.
and they didn't show the like quirky stuff from the game in this trailer. Like
Yeah.
we still haven't seen Ocelot.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, at
and like,
all.
what's that scene gonna look like? Where he's like, meow,
Yeah.
and he's fucking like making animal noises. and
Yeah,
shit.
yeah,
It's like,
yeah.
how's that gonna fit these
Yeah.
realistic graphics? But I think it'll be just like how goofy the Yakuza games get.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Like a
Yeah.
dragon looks brilliant, and then like
And
there's
then the weirdest shit happens.
dumbest shit
Yeah.
happen. Exactly.
I can't wait to see the end. I hope they make him like ugly as fuck. Just that's my favorite. I think that's like
Those eyes
my
bulging
favorite
out.
boss fight of all time. I
Yeah.
fucking love that fight. But anyway, yeah, so that's kind of how I feel too. I'm good either way. Really what I care about is like please make the original widely available. And it is now.
Master Collection.
The Master
yeah.
Collection, Snake Eater, the way you remember it is in there.
Volume
so it's like,
1.
okay, that's readily available. Okay, do whatever you want with this new one. That's how I feel.
Yeah.
Some people were kind of, I guess Blue Point, I think, is working on this, right? I think.
Yep.
And some people, just like with Shadow of the Colossus, they worked on that when they remade that. The color correcting is different, and some people get weird about that.
Yeah, they
and
definitely
I understand.
There's definitely temperature changes in the
Yeah.
color,
Yeah.
and that is an aesthetic choice that like Kojima made.
Yeah. Had that piss filter.
Yeah, exactly. And that PS3 piss is gone now, so
Oh, it's not Blue Point. It's not Blue Point on.
it's not.
on Snake Eater. No. But
Who is
but
it?
comparing it to what they did with Shadow of the Colossus.
Who's the ones who kind of famously have gotten it wrong? Is it Bloober
I don't know.
with the Silent Hill 2 stuff that's like coming out now? And because a lot of that also, not talking about Xbox, but we had a separate Konami showcase where they showed tons of Silent Hill stuff.
Yeah.
But it's like
I didn't
man,
see that personally.
Well, I didn't see anything good come out of it when they're showing Silent Hill 2 stuff a couple weeks ago.
Oh shit.
But then again, remakes are so divisive. It's like,
Yeah.
do you want the straight remake like Delta looks like, or do you
Yeah.
want the Resident Evil kind of mode?
Mm-hmm.
Anyway,
I guess there is some veteran Metal Gear Solid developers working on this. So
it's Konami.
It's just Konami.
Yeah, so that's
sounds like so.
where I am like, I always knew this was gonna happen.
Yeah.
I know they're dipping back into their, IPs, and they're going to remake stuff that Kojima isn't around for. Like, I
Yeah.
knew this was happening.
Yeah.
It was only a matter of time. Here we are, and I think this is not a bad time.
Mhm.
I think it's our best case scenario.
Yeah. Yeah. That if they were just making like Metal Gear Solid 6 or something, I'd be like, man, I don't. It'd be like a new Twin Peaks season without Lynch. It's
Yeah.
like, I don't know. But them remaking this, it's like, okay, I'll give it a shot, see what happens. But anyway, yeah. So anyway, they showed that during the presentation. Then they showed Indiana Jones again. I still thought that looked cool. What else did they show?
Fable.
Fable. I didn't.
there's a new Fable?
I didn't watch that.
Yeah, they've been working on it for years.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
bet.
To the point where it's like, oh, is this even happening? They
Right.
gave it a release date for next year.
Okay, very
Yeah.
cool.
The new.
Is this the third one?
Yes.
Is it Fable 3?
I thought
No,
were
it's
four.
four.
It's four.
Oh,
Okay, gotcha.
The new Doom.
Oh yeah, the new Doom. I'm curious what people out there think about that because I was surprised. I never played Doom Eternal. I had just played the 2016 one. I was like, I'm good. I don't need to do it. But I finally got it on Steam Deck just in the last 6 months and really enjoyed it. Finally played it and had a great time. But I'm curious what people think because I saw a little bit of mixed reaction to. I think most people were excited there was a new Doom, but the fact that it's medieval, I saw some people kind of balking at like they keep trying to make him more than just a dude who's mad and shooting stuff. Like they're making him almost playing into this like godlike being kind of thing.
Eternal did that with the lore. I think like they started adding a lot of Slayer lore when I was playing Doom Eternal. And I was like, what the fuck are they talking about?
So they did that, and so that's why I'm actually curious. I don't have an opinion one way or another. I don't know what to think about that. But I saw some people that are like, don't keep going down that path. Like just bring it back to but I saw other people say it looked awesome. So I'm curious what everyone watching this thinks.
Yeah.
But by the time that comes out, when is that supposed to come out? Did they say?
I don't know.
Okay.
But that's interesting that it's Xbox, showcase because it is a wide release game.
Yeah.
Same with Delta.
I think that's good. I think it's gonna be on everything.
It is,
Yeah, Delta 2.
I feel like I think 2016 of the recent Dooms is still my favorite over Eternal. Eternal,
yeah.
I think they threw in too much parkour is what I called it, but it's like it's like platforming.
Yeah. There was a lot of
and
that.
it seems like they showcased even more in the demo I saw of this. It's like, oh, there's a dragon, so now I'm gonna be like doing flying.
Yeah.
And I probably have to like dodge shit while I'm flying. And now it's like, oh, you're adding more. I need to shoot demons every 30 seconds. I need a constant wet palette of blood to keep moving forward to the exit. And like I would get lost in Eternal because, all right, I killed everything 5 minutes ago and I can't find a new enemy to know where the fuck to go. Oh, I need to like jump and run and wall run and flip and do a fucking dive roll to get here. I've done this 30 times and I keep falling into space. Like this is not fun anymore. Yeah. That was my problem with Eternal. I hope that this one doesn't have that.
I kind of go the other way though too. I agree there was sometimes too much of that.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, I liked that 2016 Doom, but I also didn't think it was as fresh as people were telling me. It was like, okay, I'm shooting a bunch of shit. All right, fine. But then when I played Eternal later, I kind of at first felt the same way you did, but then as I kept playing, I'm like, this is kind of just fucked up Metroid Prime a little bit. You know what I mean? Where
I never played
going
Prime.
from thing to thing. I'm like, kind of coming around to this. Do I want more of that for the third one? I don't know. I don't know yet, but I kind of came around a little bit, bit. But I see both sides. I hear what you're saying. It was really fun to play though on the Steam Deck, man. Like how good that ran.
Oh yeah.
On the fucking OLED Steam Deck, like how smooth it was considering how much was happening. It was like I was blown away, and it was like classic Steam sale. It was like $6.
Fuck yeah.
For Eternal or whatever. And it was like, all right, fine. So that was really cool. Anyway. So yeah, where's Nintendo in all this?
That's what I want to know.
People were bringing up Expedition 33, but I didn't see that. I don't know. I actually don't know what that is. Do you know what that is, Johnny?
No, but I did want to talk about like what do you guys think about that new Star Wars game?
The Ubisoft one?
Yeah.
I mean, when they show listen, I'm Star Wars cuck, so like when I see the clips of it, I'm like, ooh. I mean, look, I got the Yoda ornament here. This has a fucking thing on the bottom. You can't even stand it upright.
That's
What
a bad
the fuck?
design.
I added this to my order to get free shipping.
You want me to
it's
cut it
supposed,
off?
it's supposed to hang from the tree, though.
Yeah, but it's not Christmas. So what are we doing? Anyway,
Well,
I
you
didn't
buy
mean
an
to,
ornament.
I didn't mean to derail from
What's it
the
called?
thing.
Outlaws? Star Wars?
Yeah, Outlaws. So I see it. It looks cool, but I will say, I got that. I know this is gonna sound fun. I got that Avatar game, and I'm like, whatever. It's Avatar. I'll play. I know the lore, and I'll play it and whatever. But I feel like anytime I pick up one of these Ubisoft open world games, they have this kind of roboticness to them that I just am not like. I don't get sucked in or something.
They
So I
always
don't-
look like they have a lot to do, but the world
Yeah.
feels like super empty, right?
Yeah, I don't know. I always have this kind of weird feeling. I'm just like, I'm not spiritually connecting to this or something. So I don't know, Johnny. The clips that I see of it, I'm like, fuck, I need to play this. But I'm wondering if I'm going to feel that way if I pick it up. What do you think?
I mean, like, the universe looks so much fun. I'm down for like a mid. Sorry, I'm cutting out.
That's
I'm.
okay.
Check.
What?
Why is it dead? What happened? Try it one more
Check. Okay, we're back.
Okay.
I'm down with like a mid 7 out of 10 Star Wars game. Like, I'm down. Like, I'll play it if it's. But I hear it's like really expensive. Like, it's like $70 or whatever. But
Yeah,
I mean,
all
I'm
the
excited.
new big AAA games seem to be about that.
Yeah.
Now. But yeah, I hope it's good. But yeah, like I said, I don't know. The last couple things I got, I wasn't sure
Mhm.
Yeah.
on that.
Mm. Well, I'm ready for the Nintendo one. I don't care about anything else. I'm waiting for the new Mario Party. Sorry, y'all.
Is there an announced
No.
Nintendo Direct?
No, there's been a
there's
rumor.
nothing.
There's been a rumored one like every day. Every
Oh.
day it's like, oh, it's gonna be Tuesday. Oh, it wasn't Tuesday.
Yeah.
They're biding their time. They're gonna see how to react to all this Xbox and Jeff Keighley news.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I am. I do play the most
Nintendo, yeah.
I do.
Okay.
Which isn't normal. I know most people play everything else. But
You'd be surprised.
It's
Like, there's no normal.
subjective.
it's just it's the easiest, and like playing like now it's the summer. The kids are out of school. Like we're just gonna play Mario Kart again,
Yeah.
or whatever.
Yeah.
Hey, what do you kids want to play?
It's a lot of like
Exactly.
pick up and play stuff
Yes,
too.
which is I'm more
so,
into,
yeah.
honestly.
Mm-hmm.
That's
I'm so even if it ends up being a Switch 2 thing or whatever, there's definitely a direct coming this month. We just don't know when. But I have been so smitten by Metroid in the last couple of years because Metroid Dread was
Oh,
such
yeah.
a fucking I could play that again and again and again. I loved it. And then that Prime remake, it was just a remaster,
Yeah.
came out last year, and just little quality of life tweaks on it, whatever. And that I couldn't put it down. I'm just like, all right, what's the next Metroid? Give me that 2D, 3D. I don't give a shit anymore. So I'm hoping at some point we get something with that, even if it's on Switch 2. That's fine with me. I keep seeing people talk about this Expedition 33 thing like it was a canceled Final Fantasy game or something.
Huh.
So I guess I need to look into this. I missed
I think
it.
somebody said it was like a Western turn-based RPG or something.
Oh.
Okay.
Wow.
Sounds
Okay.
interesting.
Yeah, sorry I missed that. I did
a
not.
Red Dead RPG.
Yeah. Not that kind of Western.
Oh.
We are getting to the end of the show here, and Rocco, you said
Yeah.
you wanted to bring up a very special shirt design.
Oh. Well, no, I just wanted to, once again, everybody, if you wanted to pick up our Mega 64 Day merch drop, you have a day or two left to do that. So go pick that up. If you wanted to get that, the gamer rights shirt, I would get that because I don't know if I can, in good faith, ever promote that ever again. How bad it got over the last week, where I literally had people. Well, I mean, I was already getting what's new. I get shitty tweets and stuff like that, but it was to the point where I was getting doxxed over the shirt. That's never happened to me before.
Not cool.
People literally posting pictures of where I live
Over a t-shirt.
Over a t-shirt. And
Do you think they're
this
big?
last week I was kind of quiet because I've been just investigating what to do. This may surprise people, but the site known as X has not been super helpful.
Shocker.
So it's been hard to know what to do. And it's a t-shirt. And it's so funny too, because I keep seeing stuff that's like, you know, that, oh, you guys went woke, you changed, you're fucking shitting on people who don't want censorship and you don't, da, da, da. And it's just so funny because it's like, no one has asked, wait, is this how you really feel? Because in my mind, I look at this shirt and I'm just making fun of myself. I'm like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just like, yeah, I was bummed they fucking changed the costumes in the game too. Okay. Well, but isn't this inherently funny that anyone would be upset about it?
Yeah.
When we did the video about Dead or Alive Extreme 3, like 10 years ago, I was bummed they weren't bringing that to the US.
Yeah, we imported it for all the features.
But isn't it funny to see dudes get like really serious about that? That's just inherently funny to me. And that's all it was. And man, it was like, was this even worth doing? I don't know. You know, it got that serious that it was like, man, okay. So
it's totally
it was
worth doing. I think, yeah.
No, but you know what I mean, though. It's just like, man, what?
No, I think it sucks,
why
and
are you this serious about it?
I'm not laughing at your situation either. It's just it's inherently funny that like someone took this so fucking to heart.
Yeah,
that they're going to devote their social media accounts to fucking just griefing the shit out of you. Like it's so fucking
it's
juvenile.
scary.
And again,
Yeah, it's scary is what it is.
I always thought we've always too done a good job at like just making fun of everything because, you know, the world of video games, it's all just kind of silly, you know, and I don't know. We've made fun of ourselves. We've made fun of the companies that make the games. We've also made fun of the audience sometimes.
That's true, yeah.
We've done that. I remember
This is what you look like.
I remember, yeah, I was going to say, we did a Mass Effect 3 video where we were like, yo, people need to chill on this ending.
On the trophy
But again,
thing.
it wasn't that serious. It was like, we saw a couple people that were like, I can't believe I deserve so much more. I played all the Mass Effects. Where's my prize? And it was like, well, that's just kind of funny that you're like, you know, so intense about that.
Wow.
I always think over the top intensity is funny, but yeah, it was like it like scared me out of doing anything this last week, and it was a real bummer. So anyway, I'm not gonna tweet about it anymore. That's over. But you know, the people watching this, I trust you guys a little bit more. I'm not gonna say I fully trust you. I don't know. Some of you
I
guys.
don't know you.
And Andre the Kaiju,
Oh,
Stevie
yeah.
B. I don't know who these people are.
Careful.
No, but I'm letting you guys know if you wanted that, do that now because I don't really know what's gonna happen with that. So
Yeah.
that's all.
Pick it
I didn't
up.
mean to be a bummer, but I've never quite faced in the 20 years of stuff that we've done. This last week, I was actually for once stumped. I was
Yeah.
like, I didn't know what I did. So anyway, sorry.
Pick it up now, wear it to the next anime convention, and just know you're going to be really upsetting some NPCs in the room.
You'll be very popular there.
Yeah, but they're not going to do anything about it because they're all scared.
And then I also want to bring up Mega 64-day stream. Sean, I'll let you handle this one. I'm playing with him. I had a great Mega 64-day. Thank you. And yes, to answer, I know this is what the world is asking. When are they seeing Agent Smith and Wonka, the video? Jesus Christ, this is what we're talking about.
Yeah.
It's coming out tomorrow. Well, I don't know when you're watching this, but Wednesday, it will be out Wednesday. So tomorrow for most people, I think. That's coming out. Oh, we got a 10 out of 10 video.
Yeah, you guys outdid yourself. I thought me dumping a sandwich into a toilet and eating it was the top of the mountain. It
Nope.
was not.
No.
It was
Listen,
not.
and I'm gonna give my own review. You haven't seen the video yet. I'm gonna say 75% of it, I'm going, why did we do this? Then there's a 25% where I'm like, all worth it. That's that's my review, pre-review.
I'm always a little embarrassed, like before they come out, like what are we putting out? And then when it's there, though, I'm like,
Yeah.
okay. This
I
is-
always like the the last description was in the video was we didn't write this, you did.
You wrote it. Yeah. I think the same description is probably good.
Yeah.
It's your fault.
But anyway, yeah, so that's coming out. Again, I thought it was a great stream, but we did have one part of it where we ranked all of our shirt designs.
Yeah.
And I feel really bad that we didn't finish the ranking. And so what we're going to do right now,
Oof.
Johnny, do you have the page
Not-
open? We're going to finish the... No. What? Why is everyone shaking their head?
No, it's not.
Okay, I guess we're not doing it. Well, it would have been nice to be told. No, that bit fucking was a popcorn fart of a segment. It just didn't work out. And I felt really bad because I think it was missing some context. We as soon as it started, we're like, we're going to be against the clock from the beginning.
Yeah.
And I even said two things or whatever at the beginning, and even that, it was like, you've now eaten into our time more than we can allow. So we couldn't get into a lot of it, but I felt like it was really missing the preamble it needed, which is like all we were set out to do. Like this segment was my idea, and I thought it was like, I didn't even have a second thought about it. To me, it was
Yeah,
just like,
no, it
we ranked
seems
videos
simple.
before. Let's rank all the shirts we've released. And we think about, I think, all the creative stuff that we do in a similar way, which is like, you believe in it. We believe in everything that we've ever put either on our YouTube channel or our store. We're like, hell yeah. We believe in it. We're not putting out crap we hate.
Just to put it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. But like all creative things you believe in, then after a couple of years, you have perspective on it. And you go, man, that did not work out. That did not work out. And this did not work out.
For all kinds of reasons.
Here's a video we
yeah.
did that I love. You know what? Kevin took a shit on the set, and that, like, I can't get rid of that thought.
Yeah.
And it ruined that video for me. That didn't happen. That has never happened. But
Weird
that
example.
actually, I think I did that in a version 2 episode, but we're not going to get into it.
Okay.
But anyway, no. But yeah, so there's a lot of layers to it, and I feel like none of that's in there. I guess to people at home, it came off just like, fuck that. Why would anyone buy that shirt? And that's not even where it was coming from. It was really just, again, you don't know until a couple of years after. Honestly, Jason Cryer wrote this online. Like, people were talking about it on like Reddit and stuff, and he basically said this. He's like, you believe in something, you work on it, but you don't know until later how it's going to land or be perceived or whatever.
Well, there's also
You
a lot
know.
of weird factors like, the printing was weird because
Yeah,
the
yeah,
machine they
yeah.
worked, and like that has absolutely nothing to do with any art.
No,
Yeah.
Or at all.
We
That
have
was-
such a different perspective here that other people just don't get to see.
But I
True.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
do feel terrible in the sense that like I should have been more clear.
We were in the moment feeling bad. It was
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
You
we're
can
on
watch it
camera
in
going,
real
"Ah."
time.
Yeah,
In real time,
yeah.
you can see the soul leave my body
Yeah,
if you want to
yeah.
see
And
that.
again, never came up ahead of time like, oh, this might be, this could be touchy, or this one didn't in any way come up. It was just like, oh yeah, that'll be cool. Rank the shirt. We'll go fast. Because our videos, we have a lot to say about production and stuff like that. Shirts, it should be relatively easy. Well, it turned out even that it wasn't. We had all these stories about
But
all of them.
I think what
But-
is the takeaway from me is that there is a story behind every single shirt we've done, and we've
Yeah,
done
yeah,
a
yeah.
billion.
Yeah.
And I do wish, get rid of the ranking idea, but I think it's a fun idea to do to talk about like, oh,
Yeah.
I was inspired by this for this shirt, and this is what
Yeah,
happened
I
with the
really
print of
liked
it.
actually talking about that
Me
aspect
too.
of it. I like.
And
Yeah.
I think that I would like to revisit this idea, not ranking it even the slightest, but just
Yeah.
talking about what happened with the making of it, because that is interesting to me.
I mean, even like there were shirts that I had worked on personally that we were ranking in F, and I was the first one to say F. Like, and that's not against like how I feel about my own skills or like the art that I
Yeah.
created. It was just like, oh, like certain situational things, like I probably wouldn't have done this.
Yeah, and as soon as we did the stream, as soon as it was over, I emailed there was a guy who Craig who did the Cute Boy shirt, That was one where we were immediately like, no, fuck this, move on, whatever.
I still wear my Cute Boy shirt for the record.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And I know a ton of people who do, but I emailed them immediately, just like, hey, that came again. I will also say, on top of everything that we're saying, the visual was also not good, where it's like, it's not just like, oh, I like this one more than this one, or this one worked out better. It was report card grades. And so you see a thing you did, F, oh, I failed? You know what I mean?
Oh.
It's conjuring up some innate shit that just feels terrible. So already that was a mistake too. But just aside from that too, I emailed him as soon as it was over, just like, hey, again, we didn't have the preamble that we needed on that. And there's so many stories that go into why we may rank something lower than something else. Again, the garment it's on. Ooh, yeah, I didn't like that type of shirt. I don't know if that worked out. The way it was printed, I was hoping it would look like this. Okay, we ordered too many of them. Oh shit, like we should have ordered this, but it was that. Oh, we
It
messed
took
that
5
up.
months to make.
There's like 20 layers that can make a design a painful memory for us. You know what I mean? And so that's all going through my head on all of them. But you guys at home don't know that, and you're just seeing go, that one put F. Okay, we'll have a really bad memory associated with a certain one, but that's not a mark on anyone's talent. It's just, something that we weren't properly relaying to the audience at all. So anyway, yeah, that's all. I just wanted to pass that along. Sorry that didn't come off kind of the way that we wanted to. And but the good news is, when we finish the ranking, we will do it with. We will never, under any circumstance, finish that ranking
With a gun to my head.
In fact,
I will say pull the trigger.
That might be,
You'll get the
the
book
biggest
first.
disappointment of all. Is that I do hate starting something that you don't finish, and I know for like a year we're gonna hear from people like you're not just gonna do it. Just gonna do it.
I
There
don't
is
think we will.
No way on earth we will finish.
No.
I would rather do anything than
You'd
finish
rather be
that.
the Oompa Loompa forever.
I'd rather be the Oompa Loompa
Tattoo your face orange.
and be yes.
Yeah.
I think I'd rather do that next.
It's so funny though, because I said something to this effect the other day somewhere, I don't know, and I already heard from a couple artists that we only just started working with the last year or two. And
Oh, thank
and they were
God.
all, no, the
Oh.
opposite. They were like, you were just getting to mine.
Oh.
See,
You
I'm
didn't have to rank
glad
mine.
like the majority of mine were not ranked.
Yeah.
okay.
Like
You'll
we
never know.
ranked a few 64-hour specials that I thought were trash anyway.
Yeah.
So
They're
you
not
know.
trash. They're all good.
I know.
I do feel like I wear our shirts I'm wearing one now. I wear one almost every single day.
Yeah.
My wife wears one almost every single day. I love our designs. I do.
Me too.
So that's
I'm
the
just
thing. And
talking in from like my perspective, where
know.
it's like, oh, I worked on this, and I always look at things like,
Yeah.
oh, I could have done this differently. I could have done it better.
sure. And that's what you
So-
think with anything that
Of
you do. And
course.
also like any artist, I think, sees the
We're
flaws.
all
in
just
it.
hypercritical of everything we do.
Yeah,
So
and I think that's good. That's artists are like
Yeah.
that. And
Exactly.
Oh, I hate the set. I mean,
Do you
can't,
really?
can't stand it.
not
fucking
comfy. Not
kill us.
comfy.
Kill it. No, I'm
No,
joking. I'm
yeah.
joking. I'm joking. I actually like the set.
Garrett did a great job on the set. We didn't even
Yes.
talk about
You know, I was thinking
No,
we
we
should do
don't.
a friend dimension where we did that with the last set
Oh, yeah,
build.
yeah.
Well, we should just
Oh,
go
yeah.
and show every little
'Cause
detail.
Sean-
of the
There's a
camera.
couple Easter eggs.
Yeah, Sean did a lot of work with me on this set too, so
Ah,
it'd be
it was
cool to go
mostly-
through.
Yeah.
No, it'd
Yeah.
be really cool to go through together.
Yeah.
But again, another classic case in point, bringing up Jason Cryer. He did that shirt. I can't remember the name of the shirt, but it looks like old Mary Blair art, like old
Yeah.
Small World
Right,
artwork.
right. Small worlds.
I was like jumping up and down with excitement when he did that.
Mhm.
I immediately ranked that shirt F, and it's not because it's a piece of shit. Just put it out there. You know that didn't
Yeah.
happen. I was so excited, but once we released it, it was like, well, wait, what color shirt is it on? Well, okay, let's go with that one. Well, okay, I think that worked out. Okay, but then like hard to fit it in social media images, so it was impossible to promote, and then it was kind of hard to see it because there was so much detail in a kind of a slender thing. You know what I mean? Again, there's 100 things. There's nothing wrong with his artwork, but I have a bad memory of it because I couldn't get that out there and people didn't know about it, and so that makes it a hard memory for me.
Yeah.
And so
Mhm.
that's what I mean. there's too much to just condense to A, B, F.
Yeah,
you know,
when you have
like,
10
it just
seconds.
didn't work. It didn't work.
Yeah, we're trying to give ourselves 10 seconds a design, and that was a stupid idea to begin with. But yeah, a lot of the times it just came down to I don't like the color of the shirt it's on. Has
Yeah.
nothing to do with
Yeah.
anything other than our decision to go. We bought that blank,
Mhm.
and that was the wrong move, and that's why I gave it a lower score.
Yeah. There's a million stories behind each one, and it just wasn't able. We weren't able to boil that down.
Yeah.
It was impossible to do that, but we set ourselves up to fail on that. So
We learned a
anyway,
lesson.
that's
You know
all.
Yeah,
what?
never
In the
again.
future,
And
we're
you
gonna
learned a lesson at
set ourselves up for success.
That's right,
Exactly.
Sean. That's right.
We're
what-
only
that's-
S tier from now on.
Yeah,
That's right.
yeah. That particular stream moment for me, F tier.
I'm gonna give it a D.
But being an Oompa Loompa, I'm B.
B.
B tier. You know, my costume could have been better. I could have done a better job with the costume.
What the
So
fuck, bro?
next year we're gonna keep it more internally. Next year we will rank our Mega 64 members here.
Employees.
We'll rank each other.
Yeah.
We're gonna
That's
do a
gonna go so
self-rank.
well.
Self-rank.
We're gonna do a self
Self
rank.
rank. Oh, that's that. You don't want that from me.
All right.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm excited. Guess who's getting an S?
I could. This guy who's got 2 thumbs and
Thumbs
getting an S.
This guy, Stussy. Rank Patreon subs. I think that would be. Hey,
Oh,
we
man.
have talked
Oh,
about ranking the
God.
fans.
We
and
did.
I do think that would be cool.
Yeah, that would
Yeah,
be
that'll
kinda
go
cool.
over so well.
Yeah.
Well, we don't need to do A, B, C, D, F because again, visually that looks bad.
Yeah.
But we'll do the chart. We'll go, okay, Stevie B, Frank. I consider Frank a fan. You know, that's, Ryan is
End
a
it.
fan.
John, we
Ke-
gotta end
Kevin-
it before we
what-
do more damage.
Kevin is a fan.
Kevin, yeah, Kevin's a huge.
Oh my
not only is he a
God.
fan,
But
he's my bitch.
Not
getting
only, is
worse.
he, not only is he a fan, but he's also packing a ton of merch right now. You know, so he's getting work done.
We're making it worse, guys.
Ranty Rose, great fan, but what work are you doing?
Oh no.
Fuck, I just did it again, didn't I?
Just did it again.
Shit. Anyway, we're not gonna do that. All right. Anyway, so I hope everybody enjoyed Mega 64 Day and this show today, regardless of anything else. That was a bummer that we talked about. I still enjoyed it very much. I enjoyed our talk.
Yeah.
Well, Stephen B and Manti Rose are not happy in the chat right now.
Damn.
So
Ah,
your bit of choosing people to
Isn't that-
fuck with was the wrong people.
Isn't Stevie? He's in the UK, so they like that kind of, like, oh, it's
They have
gloomy.
dry humor.
Yeah.
When's the last time we saw
You should
Stevie
nag
B?
them.
When did we see Stevie B last?
Game days?
Ah,
No, he's
that's
been here
wrong.
since then, right?
I don't know.
I think it's game days.
Hey,
Damn.
Garrett's waving. That is telling me
I
that
guess he's
Johnny,
done.
you got to play that ending video that we talked about. That you've
Yeah, we're
already.
running.
While we were talking, we gave you an hour.
Come on! Fuck you!
What are we doing here?
Yep, it's me again, and you are indeed about to witness the store of